As somebody who lives in the city, there's a couple of things that I don't like. I really don't like being in the woods. I don't like lions, tigers, and bears and all that good stuff. I don't like riding on two-lane highways late at night, especially. But I'm going to go to Northwest Arkansas and experience some of these things just to see if I can get out of my comfort zone. And it's my story about how I'm going to do it. Peace. Good morning, people. It's 5:06 a.m. and I got some bad news. So I was meeting up with Sam and Susan from 2 Up Journey Junkies today, and my man got bit by a snake. So he's in the ER. We try to pay him a visit and make sure he's okay. But remember, we don't really do that outside stuff. Peace. Getting out of your comfort zone isn't an easy thing to do. We get so used to our surroundings and we become comfortable, sometimes too comfortable. And we become blinded to the rest of the country and the rest of the world. And where I'm going, to Northwest Arkansas, isn't usually a place where I just roll into. But this time, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. The sun was waking up from his nap, not quite at its max height, but high enough to produce a warm glow that kissed the highways like a wife wishing her husband off to work. And the air was cool and crispy, and the fall season was off to a great start. And this ride would take me from New Orleans to Little Rock. Cool. I put my hoodie on, y'all. I don't like being cold. I hate being cold. Gotta check on my boy Sam. Got bit by that snake. Gonna meet up with Ripping on tubes, Trey, and we're gonna go and see him. It's never too late to start living. Never. We're gonna check back in with y'all in a little bit. Peace. And this ride will take me from New Orleans to Little Rock and on to Rogers, Arkansas for the Bikes Blues and BBQ rally. But first, I'd have to pick up a few friends and check on my buddy Sam, who's in the emergency room from a copperhead bite.
So I just met up with Trey and V. They're going to get the bikes, and then we're going to check on brother Sam, see how he's doing. We're going to keep this train rolling. Peace.
Riding solo can be therapeutic, but with 2 more riders added, our trio became a 3-headed monster. And we started off slowly, cruising like a 64 Impala on the west coast. And hailing from Georgia, V and Trey had made the midnight trek as well. And we all came together on the highway like Voltron, a powerful unit of metal hogs ripping up the road like gifts on a Christmas day. And there's a certain type of energy that flows through my veins as I ride across this beautiful land. It's a subtle power that you feel, that feeling of being free in the moment. And it's only witnessed and understood by those who live and breathe in the spirit of exploring the open road, no matter the method of travel. And that type of energy can be harnessed and used for a bigger purpose. And we will use that energy to raise the spirits of our brother.
Hey man, wake up, fool. Oh, what the hell? I actually got They got all kind of stuff in here.
Do what?
I said they got all kind of stuff in here.
Yeah.
Hey, so we went checked on Sam. He's in good spirits. Hopefully, in the near future on this video, we'll be all at the Airbnb chilling. You know, hope bro makes it.
Right, fam, we getting ready to head out, hit this pig trail, and then on to our destination for the evening. Peace.
Leaving the hospital, we took the short ride from Little Rock to the nearby area that housed the world-famous pig trail. We stopped to gas up and get a few snacks before we traverse this well-traveled byway. And thousands of riders from all over the country will flock to this area for the roads and the scenery. But most of all, it's the best way to get to the Bikes Blues and BBQ rally, with stops in Fayetteville and Rogers, Arkansas. We carefully made our way to the highway. The Pig Trail flows north like the Nile River, with roads and vistas that winded through northwest Arkansas like a spinning top. And I never realized that there were mountains in this area, and when I passed through it, it caught me off guard. Making time to ride the byways and back roads is one of the most underrated aspects of traveling. And the lush trees that watched us ride through were vibrant, and there were more curves and hairpins than a room full of women getting ready for a ball. And we would soon get a sneak peek of what this slept-on area of our country has to offer.
Yo, this is what I be talking about every time I get out. Just stuff like this. It seems like it just goes on for like forever and ever and ever.
We continued to meander through the rest of the route and began to feel like I was slowly traveling back in time as I saw less and less man-made things and more of what many locals call the natural state, and I absolutely see why.
On the way up here, I was having some trouble with the bike. The steering was getting really sketchy, especially on the 2-lane roads. It was more pronounced in those switchbacks that I was going into. So when we made it to the Airbnb, I checked out, I assessed the front end of the bike, and I rubbed my hand over the tire, and the tire had some very extreme cupping. I'll take it to haul in the morning. Hopefully that new tire makes it do what it do, and everything be back cool. Peace.
Friday morning, I awoke to a beautiful sunrise across Beaver Lake, and the sound of nature played the smoothest tunes to my ears. The sounds of birds and the sight of the sun reflecting off the lake was simply amazing. And I wish more people from the city could be afforded the opportunity to feel this sense of peace and serenity. And this is what I mean.
What's up, people, man? Today I gotta go, like I mentioned yesterday, run by Harley Davidson. Hopefully they have I know they have a tie in stock, but get my service done very quickly, and then I can get on with the rest of the day. We gonna head over to Flathead's Rally Point, the campground. You know, city folk don't really like camping, but we're gonna go ahead and check that out. It's supposed to be a lot of events and stuff going on over there, and then check out the rest of the rally. So y'all just stay tuned. We'll be right back. Peace. A lot of stuff, a lot of vendors. The rain is out here.
I walked around Pig Trail Harley Davidson, checking out many of the vendors that boxed the dealership in. The rain clouds that covered the sky dripped down below, but my spirit would not fade, but be brightened by the people I would meet here.
What's your name?
My name's Ricky.
Ricky. Yeah. Good to meet you. I'm Alan.
How you doing there?
Hey, you got anything special you want me to pray for?
I want you to pray for peace, love, and joy for all of the people here. I want you to pray for everyone's mental health. I want you to pray for togetherness. I want you to pray for the safety of all the riders here and not here.
Yes. Okay, we can do that right now. Father God, we just thank you for putting Ricky in my path. Lord, and you know I don't believe in circumstances, and Lord, I know he's here for a reason, and we just pray for him this day that you put your hand upon him.
V came out with the CDC protective gear. You gotta plug your channel, man.
Bodine Rides. There's a lot of videos right now of getting here to Eureka Springs and to Rogers.
Okay, man, so we were in Sturgis and we'd ridden up there, my wife and I, you know, on our road glide, and I'm like, hey, you need to, we got a GoPro. I'm like, you need to kind of journal what we're doing, you know, and kind of write down what we're doing. And And you know, if you, like the next day or whatever, so I've been kind of doing this. She's like, well, I started and I was trying to kind of sound like the GQ guy, and it just, you know, wasn't coming out good, so I kind of stopped, you know. But anyway, my wife was totally channeling you, and trying to kind of write poetic about art, you know. Anyway, so I thought, you know, we like Channel Man.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
We get a lot out of listening to you, man.
Thank you so much. The rain is coming up. So we are huddled under the tents out here, just got some food. Rain is still raining. The rain is raining right now. The rain is raining right now. And we're gonna wait for it to clear up just a little bit before we make our next move. Hopefully it's a Flatheads, Rally Point, campground. But it's looking real sketch right now, so just stay tuned.
The rain kept pouring, but not for long, as the sun would come up and dry out the area completely. I would soon meet many other people who follow me on social media, and we decided to take the rest of the day to hang out and ride around Rogers, Arkansas.
Boy, y'all look like family. Listen, yeah. How you doing? Oh, finally.
Milwaukee.
We left the dealership and hopped through the traffic to find us something good to eat.
And I pay you $200.
Yeah, man. So we out here, man. We going to grab some food.
Did you go look on me?
And we just gonna hang out, y'all. You know, the weather then took a turn for the better. So we out here chilling for sure. Big dogs in the house. Big dog.
The fun and the laughter continued at dinner as we made our way into the restaurant, and we sat around the table to get to know one another a bit better, and we exchanged stories about our travels and our next plans with the possibility of us meeting up in the future. And so we toasted to a good time and then headed to downtown Rogers for the rest of the rally. The streets and grounds were littered with rally goers, and the music and the light shows created a pocket of entertainment and enthusiasm among everyone there. Bikes slid up and down the main street well into the night, but we wouldn't stay too long as we wanted to get a good start the next morning.
Morning, people. Yeah. Good morning, fellas. Good morning, people, man. We outside, man. It's early in the morning. We're gonna link up and ride some of these beautiful roads out here, man. Experience some of what of the best that Northwest Arkansas has to offer. I mean, it's just so peaceful, so serene, and man, it doesn't get any better. Well, we didn't pick up the crew
No. So what I had it in the packet and
for the day's ride, and it's about to go down. We got V,
Good morning.
Mr. Rippin himself, Mr. Static himself.
What's going on, y'all?
Man, we are out here, man. We are out here. We are out here. We
Before
out
the
here.
hail starts, you heard about that?
Hail.
You often see many things on TV that do not show the true beauty of what we have here right in our backyards. And so the crew and I took off to check out as many points of interest as we could in the area. And I just pulled up a map and threw a few darts and plotted a course. And I've never been to many of these spots, but that's the beauty of getting out of your comfort zone. It's the uneasiness of what's to come, but also the wonder and excitement of seeing something for the very first time. And I hope to continue to get out and to continue to explore this great country and inspire others to do the same. This land is our playground, made for you and me to love it and to protect it for generations to come.
Hey, we made it to Inspiration Point, scenic overlook in Eureka Springs, y'all. Like I said, this stuff is just like really, I don't know, it never ceases to amaze me. It never ceases to not make me feel some type of way. These trees, they grew up. Last year, they
was miniature.
they was small up in here.
It shows a lot of rain.
Because you can see, well, you can't see it now, but there was a river.
Down there, huh?
Yeah, you can see all the way down. They had like a river, and like you can see it snaking through and stuff like that.
So next year you ain't gonna be able to see this. So it's gonna be coming up here.
And walking up to the ledge of Inspiration Point, I'm still in awe as I look out towards the overlook. And to see so many trees, hills, and valleys stretch out as far as the eyes can see is truly a sight to behold. And our next stop will be to nearby Eureka Springs to grab us a bite to eat at the world-famous Cat House. Eureka Springs is a city in the Ozark Mountains, and is known for the preserved Victorian buildings of its historic district, such as the Palace Bathhouse, all built around the city's natural springs.
Alright, we done made it to, we just pulled up at the Cat House. We're gonna get us something to eat, man, and hang out. We parked over in the American Legion spot, $5 parking all day. Support your local American Legion. You know, it's pretty cool. My guy said this post has been here. How long has this post been here?
104 years.
It says 104 years, y'all. Yeah, man.
Well, you know, I can't travel like you guys.
My man James with me. He's gonna tell me about this badass bike that he's riding on. So I'm gonna just let him do his thing. Go on, take it away from me.
Yeah, man, this is my 2000 Heritage. It's a Cholo style bike. I wanted that style of bike, but I wanted something that looked totally different. I'm a hot rod guy.
Yeah.
Got a street race 57 Chevrolet big block nitrous car, and it's built and painted the same way. Flaked out, striped out. This bike, man, I bought it, left it stock for about a year, decided to paint it, and like I said, just kind of went crazy with it.
Leaving the Cat House, we would ride to see something I never thought I'd ever see in person. And no matter what you believe in, there is a higher power that exists, and you feel it most when in nature.
Walking up to Christ of the Ozarks. It's crazy. You get on Google and you start looking around, and you just see all kind of stuff. Stuff like this, like you just go off the beaten path and get a picture, take a picture, make some memories, and then inspire somebody else to come and do the same. And then in turn, they'll go out and run across something that they want to take a picture with, and then inspire somebody else. And so this thing just keeps going and going and going. That's life. That's life. I'm sorry, guys.
I got a trick for when I know how to do the time with that.
The Christ of the Ozarks, 67 feet tall and a 65 foot on span. 340 tons of concrete with steel welded into the mountain. 24.
Taking the time out to just be grateful and appreciative is something that we should not take for granted. At any given day, it can all be taken away. So cherish the time that you have on this earth, as the clock never stops. In nature, is something that always should be revered and definitely respected.
Every time that I come alive, freedom, freedom for my body, soul, and mind.
And our next stop would be Onyx Cave System. And I've never had the opportunity to explore something like this. And as much as I ride above ground, the thought of going below didn't sit too well. But I chose to seek discomfort and delve deep into the caverns. And this was definitely different for me, but I'm glad that I did it.
The Onyx Cave is Arkansas's oldest toured cave and has been famous since 1891, and is suitable for all ages and one of the very few self-guided cave tours in the United States. You can go very deep underground and explore the cave formations all at your own pace.
Our last stop of the day will take us past the Little Golden Gate Bridge back towards Rogers, Arkansas. And I can honestly say I truly enjoyed this area of this beautiful state.
People, good morning. It's 5:30. Really dark outside. My main concern leaving and heading back home this early is deer. So hopefully, when we make it outside, we don't run into any, and if we do, we definitely don't hit any. This weekend was definitely fun filled. Like I said, I always just love just getting out and just seeing stuff, meeting people. That's life. Like I said, man, it's never too late to start living. Check back in with y'all later. Peace.
My ride back home will be an early one, with about 10 hours and 600 plus miles to make it back to New Orleans. And I will see many riders along the way heading back to their respective destinations. And the weather was dreary and the overcast hung around like a guy who had been friend zoned. But for me, there would be one big problem brewing.
I'm right behind, literally right behind the storm, and I'm probably gonna run into it. And y'all can see that it's going right where I need to go. I can't outrun it. I can't power through it.
I would eventually make my way to a gas stop and put on my rain gear. I rode further south, and the path that it would bring me through avoided the interstates as it was the quickest route home. And after a while with no real threat of rain, I would foolishly take off my rain gear. And I had grown tired of it and became hot. And as I continued on my ride, I kept thinking about the people who always box themselves in, who refuse to get out, and who refuse to explore, and who refuse to seek discomfort. And I was sure lean into my own discomfort. I braced myself and I flexed my muscles as I prepared to do battle, because off in the distance I saw rain clouds as dark as coal, and then it came. The only thing that I could do was to blast through it. And the rain hit harder than Mark McGuire in the steroid era. And the drops flew faster than a fighter jet chasing down a bogey. And I would become soaked like a sponge sitting in a sink full of dishwater. And on my way home, I've had this thought. Discomfort only lasts as long as you allow it. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And this is your man GQ, the leader of the Peace Army, telling you guys to be safe, be cool, and most importantly, be you, and peace out until we meet again.